Ryan here, back again with a brand new video. It's a live we got going on here tonight. All right, so welcome y'all, and this is one more day on the personal development journey. And don't forget to be a good student. All right, be a good student, and I want you to commit to this journey here. I got into listening to quite a few um, esoteric audiobooks here recently. Very interesting. I'm enjoying listening to them, and looking forward to share some of that with you guys in the future as well. So as you know, we're on the personal development journey, and also, hey Christy, we are, you know, being a good student at the same time. Because this is it, we have to be a good student. We must continue on with the learning. The learning that's a must, Must be. I gotta keep on learning, keep on developing ourselves. On the journey, and we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna make this happen. So, one more day in, on the grind, put in the work, because there's work that need to be done. And we're gonna continue on. All right. So here we go. And of course, today is 415 days since I have been running consistently and also working out. I mean, lifting, I should say, consistently. I did 270 push-ups today already, and also 50 pull-ups, 5 sets of 10 pull-ups. All right. So one more day in on the grind, folks, putting the work. And don't forget, while you are here, please like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. But I want you to be a good student, and I want you to be committed to this journey. And I would prefer you to blend. I prefer you to blend fitness and education. Be fit, be healthy, and also be a good student. Read a lot and listen to audiobooks and audios that will uplift you, empowers you, uh, you know, make you more positive, and they can influence you to be better than how you are right now. And we need to be on that journey. That's a journey I am on. And I would like a lot of you to come on that journey as well. Okay? So we are going to put in the work and then sit back and wait for the results. So, day 415 days on the grind, not backing down, not quitting, not giving up, because we are seeking change. And we're going to work to make sure that we implement that change into our lives. And for men, I really want men to get more respect. All right? I know a lot of us, we are, wake up in the morning thinking that this is the best we can do, and that's fine. But only to learn later on that you can actually be better than how you are right now. And I want you to take that a little bit more seriously. You can be better than what you are right now. And we want to work on that. So, there's work to be done. And I need you to develop consistency. You have to work on it and you have to develop. Hi, Blue Onion. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget, folks, while you are on here, please like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into YouTube universe. Appreciate you. So, we're going to keep working hard here. Keep at it. All right? And we're going to make the change. Okay? So, we are going to go from where we are right now to our destination. Fabian, Galaxy, hi, how are you? All right. And this is something that we have to do. Nobody is going to change us. All right. We're going to have to change ourselves. All right. So, there are some things I recommend. All right. There are some things I recommend for you guys as men, masculine men. Because this is for masculine men, men who are masculine, who are men who want to turn on their masculinity. And we want to make that possible for you to become more masculine. And this takes work, okay? And I don't want you to just sit back and let the world push you around. I want you to be in control of your life to a large degree. You're not gonna be in control of everything, but I want you to be in control of a large portion of it. All right. So, some things I recommend. I recommend you get into the gym. I want you to get into the gym, and I want you to get in shape. Get fit. Get healthy. And I want you to get in shape, and I also want you to stay in shape as well. You know what I mean? Because I think this is where a lot of us, I think this is when a lot of us start to, I think this is where a lot of us get it wrong. Where we actually get in shape, but we don't stay in shape. And that's a problem. Right? Slugaboo. So we're going to get on this journey here, folks, because we're trying to make a change here. And this is not particularly easy, especially if you are new to the transformation space. Don't let them fool you and tell you that there are some quick fixes out there. There might be some people who are, there might be some people who are, I don't know, who can get you to make that quick transformation. But for most of the people who I know who are in business, fitness, whatever they are in, hey, look, Blue Onion, I'm not here to put up with your BS tonight. If you're going to sub, you sub. And if you don't want to sub, you just don't sub. Okay? All right? and chill out with your foolishness. You being gay and all that type of stuff. Look, man, I'm not trying to get canceled. I don't want to get involved in any of that stuff with you right now. If you are gay, you are gay. What the hell? I don't care. Come on, man. So relax and easy. Yeah. So I don't care if you are gay as long as you are being respectful. That's fine. I don't care. I think everybody has a right to decide how they want to live. Okay? I can't tell you how to live. You like guys, well, go be with them. And, leave it at that. Yeah. All right, folks. So, we want you to, we want you to make the change, make the transformation. Today is day 415 days, since I have been doing the working out and the running, because transformation is something that you gotta take seriously, and you need to commit to it. Bye, Blue Onion. Take care. Go, have a nice night. Right. Um, and we are going to work on that. Us together. I want you to get in shape, and I want you to stay in shape. And also, I want you to get educated, stay sharp, start thinking for yourself. Start thinking for yourself. So, these are some books that I'm reading right now. History. This is a good one right here. And it shows you how corrupted the police in LA were when they were working on this Charles Manson case here. The whole thing was a cover-up. These guys these people shouldn't even have been killed if they would have put these people into jail long time ago, because they were into so much criminal activities. And these guys were able to run wild for the longest time. Okay? So, shows you. And so this is very interesting. I highly recommend this book. Now, we are jumping into the personal development space. Right? And we are working on the self-development, the self-improvement part. Because we need to develop ourselves, and we need to work on ourselves as well. So, they're talking about habits and how habits will change your life. Something I noticed before I start making this transformation here, on this journey here, I could tell that something was wrong. Didn't understand it well, really, but later on, I kind of, from studying these materials, I understand that our subconscious mind is running our lives. It's in control. We don't know because it says sub. That means below. So we are pretty much running on autopilot. So we are out there believing that we are in control of our lives and everything is fine and so forth. And then you realize that something is not right here. You are not where you want to be. You are not working the job that you want to work. You are not, in relationships that, friends, you look at your friends and so forth, and you're like, I believe I can get into a better friend circles where I can contribute to their lives and they can contribute to my lives as well. And you realize that the whole thing is being run by your subconscious programming. So your subconscious programming is pretty much running your life. And I have to understand that later. I learned that later on down the road. Okay. And then we're going to jump into spirituality. I know a lot of people don't like to hear about this. When you hear spirituality, what do you hear first? God. And this can turn people off very fast. I don't want that to be the case. I hope that is not the case. I do not want, whenever you hear the word spirituality, you just decide to, uh, I lost you there. The moment I said spirituality, in my opinion, has nothing to do with a man that lives in the sky for the past 2,000 years. I don't believe so. It's different for everybody. Where you come from, your background, it's gonna give you a different perspective of what the supreme being is. Take care, Blue Onion. You take care. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. And we're going to good night. Well, so we are going to work on developing a little, developing our English, our speaking as well. And also we're gonna gain a little bit more knowledge, and we're gonna grow our vocabulary. Because this is part of the work, it is part of the journey, and the work must be done. All right. I know it sounds like a lot, and it is probably a lot. And this is when you are going to have to work from the compound effect, meaning that you are going to do a little bit and you're not going to see any results right now. But over a period of time, it will compound. Okay? So that's how we are going to work on that. And here is a book, Overthrow. This is history. This is my favorite kind of history from 1947 until present day. I love this kind of history because it shows us what's really going on here, who is running the show, these intelligence agencies who are, they will tell you, oh, America, and we are for the Constitution and so forth. And you realize that the whole thing is BS because they are not being honest with you. What kind of people you know who goes out and create clubs so that you can keep other people out? It's not like the money is not there. The money is there to make all of us live a decent life. It's like you have $200 billion. It's capitalism. I can have as much money as I want. That's true. But do you really need $250 billion in your position? Do you need it? Do you have to have it? I mean, your ego is that big? So these are things that they taught us, and they expect us to be okay with it. All right? You have $10 million. So many people around you are suffering. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm really not saying that. And you are responsible. I'm not saying you are responsible for these people who who are struggling around you. I'm not saying any of that. But it goes to show something is not adding up. You can acquire $10 million and the people down the street only can acquire $30K a year or $35K a year. What is going on here? Not blaming you for it, but it's just not making any sense when you look at it. So some people have too much, and some people have very little. And these are things that we are trying to see if we can change that for ourselves and also change it for other people as well. We haven't been taught properly. The stories that they told us, you can go out there and you can become successful and you can be whatever you want. You can acquire all the riches and the wealth and the money in the world that you want only if you work very hard. That script, because it's a script, and I think it was written and it has been repeated so many times till we start to believe it. And we start to take it as the whole truth. It isn't. It's only half truth. You can become successful. Yes, you can become successful. But how do you do that? It's like, have you ever taken any classes in your high school, your college, university, whatsoever? And it would be better if you were doing this in your middle school or your first grade school, whatever, infant school. It would be better if they start right there. And you're going to school, first thing you go up there, hey, Mark Jones, we are going to teach you today about Success 101. This is a Success 101 class today. And you are 4 years old. You know the advantage that you would have? You would be, and they keep on, and they do that over a long period of time. You don't understand how important that is. You know what I mean? Okay, I see what you are saying, Bruce is loose. I see what you are saying, but that's not my point. My point is, it is not the whole truth. Maybe you too have known people who work very hard for a long time. And you realize that these people are still broke and they are still suffering. Has nothing to do with working hard. Yeah, if you're going to work hard at something that you don't like doing, you're going to work hard at something you don't like doing for a long time. And it's not bringing you any success anyways. Okay? Uh, uh, how is that helpful? So I'm not against hard work and determination. And yes, I am against deception and thievery. I'm not telling people to go steal anything. That's not what's going on here. But I think it is not the whole truth. It's not the whole story to tell somebody that they can become successful without giving them the blueprint. We're supposed to be architects of our own lives. We're supposed to build our own lives, and we become our own architects. But how can you build if you don't have the freaking blueprint? You're just gonna go out there and just work hard. How does that even make any sense, Bruce? Right? So I think it's it's a deception, it's a script, and they have told us so many times over and over that we can become successful without being honest about what it actually takes to become successful. You need a definite purpose. We don't learn these things in school. So yes, become successful, sure. But how do you do it? It's like I throw you out there on a football field because there's a game playing here, Bruce, just in case if you don't understand. There's a game playing here. So if I throw you out there on a football field, you never played football before. But here comes this guy who's been playing football ever since he was 5 years old. What the odds are, the odds of you winning, Bruce? What's the odd? The kid who has been training since he was 5 years old is going to kick the daylight out of you. And that's what I'm talking about. We were thrown out here into the world to become successful. Success is a game that you have to understand. And if you don't understand it, you are going to lose, period, point blank. How many of the people who you went to high school with, you know right now, when you look at their lives, where they are successful to the point where they are doing whatever they want, go wherever they want, and live the life that they truly want to live? How many people do you know? I can, in the last, say, 20 years, most people who I met in the past 20 years, most of them I know today, I follow them still online and so forth, they are not successful. I want to tell me, all those people don't want to become successful. I think they want to become successful, but here's something else here is at play. They weren't taught, lectured, or nobody teach them how to be successful. They weren't trained how to be successful. They didn't practice success. They didn't build that success muscle. And you are telling me that these people are just going to magically become successful one day? You know? So, we are not going to play that game here, where we go out, and tell people that they can become successful without giving them the blueprint. You know what I mean? You need the blueprint. You are the architect of your life. You're going to build your life the way how you want it. The lifestyle. You're trying to create that. Some of us accidentally fell into that groove. And we understand that we have to keep grooving, keep moving, and keep building. Most people has never really get in there, in that groove. And that's the reason why they are where they are today. So to blame the people for every single thing that happens, I don't think it's fair. And I kind of see what Bruce was saying there, but it's not fair, it's not honest. There's more to the story. Don't just go around and tell people that they can become successful without telling them what it actually takes to become successful. And without giving them a blueprint. You know what I mean? We're going to change that. We're going to change that for you and for ourselves as well. It takes work, and we're going to have to do the work. This is 7 days a week, 365. And that's how we're going to do it. All right? So, folks, don't be fooled by what they are telling you. They haven't taught us success for a good reason. You know what I mean? All right, then, folks. Ryan here with a new video. And I am looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Take care and bye for now. And stop buying into the nonsense that you can just magically become successful. No, you have to follow a certain pattern. Don't listen to what they are telling you. Do what successful people do. They know that they have to follow a certain pattern. And that's what we're going to do here. All right? Don't forget, be a good student. Read, study, listen, develop your vocabulary, increase your knowledge, become a better speaker, and don't forget, get into the gym, work out, push ups, pull ups, lift some weights. Don't forget, lace up your shoes, get on the pavement, go do some running. All right? This takes work, and we're going to work on this. We're going to put the two together, education and fitness, see if we can lift ourselves out of where we are right now. All right? Ryan here with a new live. Looking forward to see you in a brand new live, and we will achieve what we set out to achieve. Hard work and dedication, commitment, consistency, it will pay off in the long run. All right? I'm with you 415 days now on the grind here, doing this work. I promise you, we are going to get out of this. Some way, somehow, get back your respect into your life and your dignity, become independent, and ultimately, our goal is to lift ourselves, get off from off of, and fly off of the plantation and be free and be the person who we set out to be, or who the universe wants us to be. I remember listening to Bob Proctor some years ago, and he said, he was quoting Bill Gove. He said, "If I want to be free, I got to be me. Not the me my wife thinks I should be, not the me my kids thinks I should be. If I want to be free, I got to be me. But I better know who me is." And that's it right there, folks. You better know who you are. What do you like? What do you love? What makes you want to go out there and conquer the world? Gotta be some things that you love. There gotta be a fire somewhere there in you. I think it was a song by, I forgot this lady, what her name is. But she said, it has to come from the heart. It has to be something that you love. That's something that burns, that fire that burns deep inside of you. You know what that is. I don't, but you do. And you gotta look at what makes you want to get up in the morning and go out there and work and figure stuff out. Stop listening to these people who are out here telling you that you can just get on your knees and pray and you can have the success that you truly want. It doesn't work like that. Success comes with a price, and you have to be willing to pay that price as well. There's a price to pay, and we're gonna pay that price. That's our success tax. We're gonna pay that success tax upfront in full, so that way we can get our reward at the end. Who we are as people, as human beings, we are way more powerful than they are telling us. And this is why we're going to have to find that, regain that power again and get out of your sleepy state, your unconscious state, because that is a problem as well. So we're going to get conscious. We're going to become more conscious, get back into groove, start working again. That dream that you have inside of you, that you thought you were going to be whatever you say you were going to be. I have always felt like I'm closer to the teachers. I just love those great teachers. They inspired me. And that always something for me. Like when I'm listening to like a professor from a university, or some person teaching like ancient occultism, or if somebody is teaching a high level of personal development, right? I'm always drawn to that, you know. Hey, Lee, good to see you. Appreciate you coming by. Thanks. I'm always drawn to teachers, man. I just love education. I love knowledge. And I have the feeling that I was put on this planet here seeking knowledge. I truly believe that. For that's like, oh, nice. And I hope all is well with you and your loved ones. You know, I have always drawn to knowledge. I just believe that I came here to this planet looking for knowledge. You know, I hope that's true, because sometimes what you think is true is really not. So you don't know, because we are trying to figure this thing out as we go along. But I thank you very much. I appreciate. Yep, all is well. I checked, all my loved ones are good. Last time I checked, I don't know if anything changes, within the past 24 hours. Yeah. But folks, um, we are talking about being the person who we truly desire to be. I do not know what you like, but you are gonna have to follow at least one or two of the things, or the passions. You're gonna have to follow at least one or two of the passions, two of your passions, at least one or two, maybe three, I would say. I think three is better. But for now, at least one or two of the things that you are passionate about, I think you should give it a shot, give it a try. Like, what would you be doing right now if you didn't have to go to work for somebody? Me personally, I would be home reading. I would be home studying, reading all the stuff I can get to read, listen to all the stuff I can get to listen to. That's what I would be doing. Me personally. So I hope a lot of you can get to that point where you could know what you would be doing right now if you didn't have to go to work for somebody else. If you When you wake up in the morning, you'd be like, God, I could go fishing all day. I could go ride mountain bikes all day. I could go climb rocks all day. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. All right then, folks. Rayan here with a brand new live. Looking forward to see you in a new live. Don't forget, be a good student, study, read, practice, get into the gym, work out, get in shape, stay fit, stay healthy. That is where we are right now, and we're gonna keep working on that. All right. Bye for now.